Welcome to the F-Bound Podcast. I'm your host, Shannon Schroeder, Executive Function Coach. I help neurodivergent women learn tips and strategies to improve the life skills that will help them be successful. Identifying and managing procrastination triggers. Do you find yourself constantly putting off tasks until the last minute? Do you struggle with meeting deadlines and often feel overwhelmed by the amount of work you have to do? If so, you may be dealing with procrastination. Procrastination is a common issue that affects many people and can have negative consequences on your personal and professional life. Identifying triggers that cause you to procrastinate is an important step in managing this behavior. Procrastination triggers can vary from person to person and can include factors such as fear of failure, lack of motivation, or feeling overwhelmed. By identifying your specific triggers, you can develop strategies to overcome them and improve your productivity. Understanding procrastination. Procrastination can be defined as the act of delaying or postponing a task or action. It's a common behavior that affects many people and can have negative consequences on productivity, mental health, and overall well-being. Psychology behind procrastination. There are several psychological factors that contribute to procrastination. One of the main factors is the fear of failure. When you're afraid of failing, you may avoid taking action or completing a task. After all, you can't fail if you never start or don't finish. Another factor is the lack of motivation. When you're not motivated to complete a task, you may find it difficult to start or continue working on it. Perfectionism can also contribute to procrastination. When you have high standards for yourself, you may feel overwhelmed or anxious about completing a task to your own standards. This can cause you to delay starting or completing the task. Often, perfectionism goes hand in hand with fear of failure, because in your mind, if it's not perfect, you've failed. Identifying your triggers. Procrastination can be caused by a variety of factors, including environmental, emotional, and behavioral triggers. Identifying your triggers is the first step in managing your procrastination. Environmental triggers. Environmental triggers are external factors that can contribute to procrastination. These can include things like noise, temperature, lighting, and distractions. If you find yourself procrastinating in certain environments, it may be helpful to identify what specifically is causing the problem. For example, if you're constantly distracted by social media notifications, you may need to turn off your phone or use an app that blocks notifications during work hours. Emotional triggers. Emotional triggers are internal factors that can contribute to procrastination. These can include things like anxiety, fear, and boredom. If you find yourself procrastinating when you are feeling a certain way, it may be helpful to identify the emotion that is causing the problem. For example, if you're feeling anxious about a task, you may need to practice relaxation techniques or break the task down into smaller, more manageable steps. When working with clients, I suggest they think of the acronym HALT. Am I hungry, angry, lonely, tired? If you address those issues, finding the motivation to continue is easier. Behavioral triggers. Behavioral triggers are habits or routines that can contribute to procrastination. These can include things like checking email or social media, taking frequent breaks, or starting tasks too late in the day. If you find yourself procrastinating due to a certain behavior, it may be helpful to identify what specifically is causing the problem. For example, if you're taking too many breaks, you may need to set a timer for work periods and break periods to help you stay on track. The role of technology in procrastination. Digital distractions. Technology has become an integral part in our daily lives, and it has also become a major source for procrastination. Social media, online games, and streaming services are just a few examples of digital distractions that can easily derail your productivity. One of the biggest culprits of digital distractions is your smartphone. The constant notifications, emails, and messages can be overwhelming and make it difficult to focus on the task at hand. To combat this, try turning off notifications or putting your phone on silent during work hours. You can also use apps that limit your access to certain websites or apps during specific times of the day. Another common digital distraction is multitasking. It's easy to get caught up in checking emails, scrolling through social media, and working on multiple projects at once. However, studies have shown that multitasking can actually decrease productivity and increase stress levels. Instead, try focusing on one task at a time and taking breaks in between to refresh your mind. Tech solutions to improve focus. While technology can be a source of procrastination, it can also be a helpful tool in managing it. There are several apps and tools available that can help you stay focused and on track. One popular app is Forest, which encourages you to stay focused by planting a virtual tree. If you leave the app, the tree dies, which provides a visual reminder to stay on task. Another app, Rescue Time, tracks how you spend your time on your computer or smartphone and provides detailed reports on your productivity. If you're easily distracted by noise, try noise-canceling headphones or a white noise app to block out the background noise. You can also use productivity tools like Trello or Asana to organize your tasks and help keep track of deadlines. Strategies to overcome procrastination. Time management techniques. One of the most effective ways to overcome procrastination is by managing your time effectively. Here are some time management techniques that can help you overcome procrastination. Create a schedule. Make a schedule for your day and stick to it. This will help you stay focused and on track. Set priorities. Prioritize your tasks based on their importance and urgency. This will help you focus on the most important tasks first. Break tasks into smaller chunks. Break down large tasks into smaller, manageable chunks. This will help make them less overwhelming and easier to complete. Use a timer. Use a timer to set a specific amount of time for each task. This will help you stay focused and avoid distractions. Cognitive behavioral approaches. Cognitive behavioral approaches can also be effective in overcoming procrastination. Here are some strategies you can use. Identify negative thoughts. Identify any negative thoughts or beliefs that may be contributing to your procrastination. Once you've identified them, challenge them and replace them with more positive thoughts. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself and practice self-compassion. Don't beat yourself up for procrastinating. Instead, focus on what you can do to move forward. Visualize success. Visualize success. Visualize yourself completing the task and experiencing the sense of accomplishment that comes with it. This can help motivate you to get started. Reward yourself. Set up a reward system for yourself. When you complete a task, reward yourself with something you enjoy, such as a favorite snack or activity. Setting realistic goals. When it comes to managing procrastination triggers, setting realistic goals is a crucial step. Goals provide a sense of direction and motivation, but unrealistic goals can lead to discouragement and procrastination. Short-term goals. Short-term goals are goals that can be achieved in a relatively short amount of time, usually within a few days or weeks. Setting short-term goals can help you stay focused and motivated and can also help you break down larger long-term goals into more manageable steps. When setting short-term goals, it's important to be specific and realistic. Instead of setting a goal to finish a project, try setting a goal to complete the first draft of the project outline by the end of the week. This goal is specific, measurable, and achievable within a short amount of time. Long-term goals. Long-term goals are goals that take longer to achieve, usually several months or even years. Setting long-term goals can help you stay motivated and focused on the bigger picture, but it's important to break them down into smaller, more manageable steps. When setting long-term goals, it's important to be realistic and flexible. Life can be unpredictable and circumstances may change, so it's important to be able to adjust your goals accordingly. It's also important to celebrate your progress along the way, even if you haven't yet achieved your ultimate goal. By setting realistic short-term and long-term goals, you can overcome procrastination and achieve success in your personal and professional life. Creating a productive environment. To effectively manage procrastination, it's important to create a productive environment that minimizes distractions and optimizes your workspace. Minimizing distractions. Distractions can be a major hindrance to productivity and can trigger procrastination. To minimize distractions, consider the following. Turn off notifications on your phone and computer. Notifications can be a major source of distraction, and turning them off can help you stay focused on the task at hand. Use noise-canceling headphones. If you work in a noisy environment, noise-canceling headphones can help you block out distractions and stay focused. Close unnecessary tabs and windows on your computer. Having too many tabs and windows open can be overwhelming and distracting. Close any that are not necessary for the task you are working on. Optimizing your workspace. Your workspace can also have a significant impact on your productivity levels. Here are some tips to help you optimize your workspace. Keep your workspace clean and organized. A cluttered workspace can be distracting and overwhelming. Keep your workspace clean and organized to help you stay focused. Use ergonomic furniture. Uncomfortable furniture can cause discomfort and distract you from your work. Invest in ergonomic furniture to ensure that you are comfortable while you work. Use natural lighting. Natural lighting can help improve your mood and increase productivity. If possible, position your workspace near a window to take advantage of natural light. Most people procrastinate at one time or another. If you do it consistently, though, it can have some long-term negative effects on your life. It's important to figure out what your procrastination triggers are so that you can combat them. Having a plan in place to prevent procrastination triggers from causing you to slow down or stop completely can improve your overall performance and productivity. Putting these plans in place will take time, so be patient with yourself. As I always say, it's a process, but the work you put in now will be worth it in the long run. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the F-Bomb Podcast. Thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe below and check out my show notes to learn more about my Facebook group, courses, and membership.